Hey guys, Jill here with Stitch in Time, coming at you from the dining room, and here's the kitty. Get out of here. So it is Friday, March 27th. It has been a week, you guys. I'm gonna get something out here. It's it's like 8:30ish right now. My kids are asleep and I thought I'd jump on here real quick. My husband is at work. So it's just me and the kitty. Hi kitty. Hi kitty. Your bad kitty on the table. Bad kitty on the table. So I just have I have like an itchy spot right here. Anyway, I just have a few things to show you. I got a few more things in from Market. Lots of crazy stuff going on right now. My daughter's out of school. This was going to be, it was only for 2 weeks. Excuse you, stop. Stop doing that. No, stop. They announced a couple days ago that they're extending it through April. I don't think, really, you need to get down. Get out of here. I don't think she's going to go back. I mean, her last day of school was going to be June 4th, June 7th. It was early June. It was like the first week of June. So I don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, she's had a couple Zoom meetings with her teacher and some of her classmates, which has been really cool. And and I'm working from home now. I started working home from last Friday. So it's been a week. It's been an adjustment. We have a finished basement, but it was mostly just like throw stuff down there when it's in the way. So we never really used it. We had furniture down there that had been given to us. My husband keeps his comic books down there and stuff like that. So I said, well, sounds like we're all going to be spending a lot of time in the house together. It's another space we're not using that we could be, and I'll be down there a lot. The only thing we didn't have down there was a TV, which I think is what was keeping us from kind of hanging out. And it was really cluttered. Like I said, we just kind of put stuff wherever. And so I went down there Sunday and I spent all day Sunday. We had boxes of stuff from when we moved in. I think I emptied like 10 boxes. We have a storage room down there that I straightened up, cleaned my butt off. The TV came last Thursday and we set it up. We realized that the table / stand we were putting it on was not wide enough because the legs on the TV are really far apart. So I was like, crap. So we had these two like square IKEA tables. They were like $8 that we had pushed together to do like a coffee table sort of deal. Well, we ended up putting the TV on that, which was fine. It worked. And yeah, I spent all day down there Sunday. It looks amazing. I'm so proud of it. It's such a comfortable space now. It's cozy. We want to spend time down there, especially now that I'm working from home and I'm down there all day. It's definitely a space that I'm comfortable in now. The kids come down there and they watch TV while I'm working if I'm not on the phone. Or I'll have the TV on. It's kind of like background noise. Let me tell you, TBS, when I go down I usually go down between 7:30 and 8 in the morning. Everybody Loves Raymond, Seinfeld, and then like 9-ish, Friends all day. So Friends from like 9 to 4, which is like perfect. So yeah, it's great background noise. And I'm, oh, my stuff just So I'm really loving it. Let me move this. And it definitely has been adjustment. I was given an old laptop, and not all the keys work properly. So I was like banging on it, especially the enter key. I push that a lot, and I would really have to give it some force. And at my office, I had bought myself a wireless keyboard and mouse. And the last day I was in the office, I was like, oh, I should probably take this home and use it. And I was like, no, it'll be fine. I'll let the laptop, whatever. That was wrong. So my office is actually closed to the public. And then we have limited hours for employees because they don't really want anyone there. So I talked to my boss yesterday, and emails went out, and the building is open for employees Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 12. So she said, listen, I'll have so-and-so meet you outside with your stuff. And I was like, cool. So I talked to my coworker, and she was okay with it. So I ran down there this morning. This is no small task because it's a 45 minute drive one way. So yeah, I really wanted that keyboard and mouse. And I'm glad I went, because when I got back home and I started working, it just felt so much more efficient and better than what I was doing before. So I'm glad I did it, because I feel like I'm going to be doing this for a while with the whole working from home. So yeah. And the kids and my husband are doing great with being at home. My daughter hasn't occasionally mentioned going to school. Oh, when I go to school tomorrow, I'm like, you're not going to school tomorrow. You're not going to school tomorrow. So yeah, so it's a crazy time. It's a crazy time. We're trying to go out as little as possible. The only times we really leave the house is earlier this week I went to the grocery store, because when I went 2 weeks ago, and these are like normal grocery runs, I'm not like stocking or hoarding things, but 2 weeks ago when I went to the grocery store, the shelves were empty, and that was like really scary for me to know that I was there to buy food for my family. It was just another Saturday of me going to the grocery store. I only go to the grocery store twice a month, you guys. So to go on one of those days and realize that I was basically walking out empty-handed with not even a quarter of what I usually go to get was really like shocking. And it kind of just angered me, because I walked in the store and the manager was very pleasant. I shop at Aldi. I love Aldi. Good morning, just to let you know, there's no meat and no produce. And produce is like a big thing. And I just thought of like all that food that people bought. And I'm like, produce doesn't last that long. So to me, it was just like thinking of all that food that was getting wasted by people that panicked and probably didn't really need it, because it was going to go bad in a couple days and they weren't going to eat it fast enough. It wasn't that they didn't need it because they don't need food. Everybody needs food. It's just they didn't need to buy all of that. But anyway, so another bummer from all of this is that tomorrow night we were supposed to have stitch night at our LNS, and it was canceled because last Wednesday, was it last Wednesday? I don't even know anymore. She decided to close the shop. She is doing online orders and shipping, and you can come and pick stuff up curbside. There is a charge for a stitch night. So what she did was you could either get a refund or store credit. I took a store credit because I decided, well, there are a couple things I would still like to get from Nashville, and I want to support her because she is closed now. So I emailed her for a couple things that I wanted, And I also got a couple more threads for his Island Sparrow. I'm only waiting for one more. She actually told me that Gentle Art is having a hard time dyeing their threads. I don't know if anyone else has heard that. Because the one I'm missing is terracotta, and apparently that's really hard to find right now. So yeah. So I got this. The Needles Dance. I'll get you close there. Is it clear? There we go, that's better. So this was a collaboration between Summer House Stitchworks, Ink Circles, and Hands On Design. I believe they taught this as part of a class or at a retreat. So I just thought it was really cute. And they give you two, you know, options with the fabric. I thought it was really cute. I like it. And the model is stitched on 32 Count Blue Moon by Witchell. And it only uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. Is that right? Okay. Classic Colorworks, Deep Fennel, Sunset Chai, Hazelnut, Rose Petal, Nature Trail. So that's that one. I also got this one. This chart is a little pricey because it comes with the silk. Does it? No, it doesn't. Why did I think that? Oh yeah, it does. It comes with the silk gauze to stitch this one. But I really wanted it for the linen sampler that she did. This was on the back. I really like that. The model is so pretty from what I saw from pictures from Market. So yeah. I mean, I've never stitched on silk gauze, but this did come with it, so I could try it. It's 40 count silk gauze. And then the linen sampler was stitched on 36 count. So yeah, I really like that one. And then of course I got this. Who didn't love this? I mean, look at that bird on the bear. I love that. What else? I mean, look at this bear. Just a bear trying to get some honey, you know? And the house is so pretty. So I love everything in this. The Blue Flower, Huckleberry Farm. Model stitched on 36 count shale. It's charted in DMC weeks. 1 Gentle Art, 1 Classic Colorwork. Happy, happy, happy. And then last time I talked about my order from the Cottage Needle. She didn't have this when she sent the rest of my stuff, but it did come a couple days ago. So this is the other half of the piece with Plum Street. So yeah, I love these. These are pretty. And then of course, oh, this craziness. Okay, so when I ordered charts from Nashville, I was trying to spread the love and support people. I order from the Cottage Needle. I love her shop. I order from her a lot. If I'm looking for anything that I can't find that I want quickly, I go to the Cottage Needle on Etsy. And I also found this other shop and I was like, cool, Cottage Needle doesn't have these listed yet. This one does. I'm going to order from this person. I ordered 3 of the new Blackbird design charts. I'm not going to show them yet because part of my story is how they look right now. So they came in the mail. Oh, I also ordered this from that shop. I ordered this piece of, hold on. I ordered a piece of 32 count smoky white. I saw that Christine Stitch All the Things was stitching a piece using this. Oh God. And I really liked it and how the smoky white looked. I'm not sure if it's coming across in the video, but it's just really pretty. And me sniffing it is part of the problem that I had when I got my order. When I got my order, the 3 Blackbird design charts were in a plastic bag, which is great. That's how I get most stuff from shops when I order online. But when I opened it up, they smelled so bad. They smelled like a really gross chocolate candle. You know when you like approach a candle and it's like, oh, I smell like chocolate, and you're thinking, oh, that should be amazing because I love chocolate. I love chocolate. It should be like the most amazing candle in the world. It should be heaven on your kitchen counter. You know what I'm saying? No, this is like, no, it smelled so bad. My husband said they smelled like Tootsie Rolls. So I was talking to Christine, such all things, and I said, I'm going to put them out in my garage because it was raining. I said, I'm going to put them out in my garage and see if them being out there helps. My daughter goes out in the garage and she said, what's that smell? Mommy, what's that smell? I thought the fabric didn't smell because it was in this, but I think it smells. So Christine said put it outside on a sunny day, and I was like, yeah, well, it's raining, so I put it out in the garage. Like the next day or the day after that, it was a Saturday. It was really sunny, and we have a deck, but I was like, well, I can't lay them out on the deck because I don't want them to get damp. But we have a table out there. So I was like, I'll put them out on the table. I took a couple glasses to like weigh them down because it was kind of breezy that day. Right out in direct sun because the sun would definitely help with the smell. On the table, we have a stand that we use to hold our umbrella. And I guess water was underneath it because I went out later and because I heard one of the glasses fall. It didn't break, but 2 of the books got wet. So this one, We Live in Hope, still in mint condition. Still beautiful. I love this one. I think it's the Chesapeake Bay thing that gets me because we're from Maryland, even though we live in Pennsylvania, but it's like over the line. They still consider us part of Maryland. So I got that one. That one's fine. No problem. This one had some wear. I got a little tear here. And part of the chart is on the inside. But I can read the chart. It's just a little bit. But yeah, there's definitely a tear. And it got wet. But this one really took the brunt of the damage. Little birds. And I was just like devastated. Really wet every single page. Like, look at... Oh my God. Oh my God. Really wet every single page. And then I get it and I get them in the house and I'm like, oh my God, I'm panicking. My husband's like, what's wrong? I was like, they got wet. They got wet. So I took kitchen towels like this, and then I laid it. I would lay it like this, and then I would close it like this was the pages, and then I would like layer it, like, and then I flip it, and then like another page. So I had like 3 towels where I had like layered the towels between the pages to help it dry, and then I laid them on the floor in front of the slider because we were still getting a lot of direct sun by then, and I'm like, well, it'll dry. And I stuck the towels between the pages because I noticed one of them had some stickage where the pages had kind of stuck together a little bit. And there is like where like the paper, I don't know if I can show you, where like the paper had kind of tore on the graph. But it didn't affect the chart. I can still read the chart. This is probably not something I'll pass on to anyone because I feel like who would want my junk chart now? But I can still read it. I can still stitch it. So yeah, all weekend, I'm still smelling them. All weekend, so Saturday they laid out all day in direct sun until the sun went down. Sunday I checked them. They were dry. I left them there to help with the smell. Look at this poor girl. It's like, oh my God. But I don't know. I mean, I still kind of smell it. I don't know. Maybe I'll put them out tomorrow. Today was a nice day. I think tomorrow's supposed to be really nice too. So I'll put them out on the floor in the house tomorrow. I won't put them outside. What were we thinking? Can you guys believe this? If this is my thumbnail, I will die. Oh my goodness. So yeah, guess this. Oh man, that's, yep. You can go now. Just go. Just go. Anyway, so that's that. I'll probably have to, I'm gonna definitely lay this out tomorrow, but here. There's several selections now for that. Let me put this in here. Okay. Oh man. So I've still been diligently stitching away, and I was talking to Danielle about this earlier today. I feel like I'm getting burnt out. I don't know if it's because I'm really getting tired of it, or if I just have all these new things coming in. I'm like, ooh, shiny new thing. Not that I have anything kitted up that I've gotten. The only thing I have kitted up that's new is His Eyes on the Sparrow. So I've been working on Death by Cross Stitch. I have 4 pages done, 11 to go. So here we are. Death by Cross Stitch by Long Dog Samplers. Can you see it? Can you see it? Oh. I'm stitching this on 46 count. It's a fabric from XJU Designs. So there we go. And I'm using a silk thread that I got from Silks For You. On both shops are on Etsy. Wait, oh, here it is. Here's my thread. I think this is PR 152 from Silks For You. PR 152. Really pretty, like, peacock colors. They're coming over like really pretty. Let me move my face. Really pretty, like, rich peacock colors. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going on that tonight. My husband is at home for a couple hours, but that's basically it. I wanted to share with you guys. My daughter has been having Zoom meetings with her teacher. I think she's had 3. We missed one of them. There were 3 or 4. I know we missed one because I lost track of time while I was working and I forgot to go get her. And yesterday, the teacher had messaged us. They use this app called Class Dojo, and she sends messages to us on it. And she said yesterday, I'm going to do a Zoom meeting at 5 o'clock to see if that works for more people. So I was trying to do it on this old laptop that we have, and I got her on it one time, and then after that it hasn't worked. I'm hoping we get a Chromebook from the school. Otherwise, I'm going to have to figure something out. So she was using my phone, and the teacher said, I have everyone on mute because if we're all talking at once, we can't hear each other. And I just cracked up. And then at some point she said, I'm going to unmute everyone so you can all say hi and talk to each other. Well, that was just utter chaos. I mean, it's first graders. They're 7. And I don't even know how many kids were on it yesterday. It was a handful. It was a good number of them. And there's 20 kids in her class. And Marley's just sitting there. And at one point she's like, holding up her hand. And the teacher finally gets through and she's like, yes, you're holding up your hand. And because she had told us that there would be an activity, so I had Marley bring paper and pencil. And she goes, can we just do the activity already so I can go eat my dinner. So yeah, my kid. She didn't have one today, but speaking of Zoom, like everyone is using it. I'm in a group with Liz Matthews and some other ladies on Instagram that stitch, and they were talking about doing some like stitching meetups on Zoom, which would be really cool. I was talking to Danielle earlier today, trying to convince her, since we don't have our stitch night tomorrow night, that we do a little Zoom stitchy night, so that we can kind of like hang out and stitch together, or diamond paint or color or whatever Danielle wants to do, because you can do whatever you want. But I'll be stitching. And I was like, Matt will be home tomorrow night and I can go down in the basement and we can do a Zoom hangout and stitch and chit chat and whatever. Or the other thing that I've seen people are doing, there's a Google Chrome add-on. You have to do it on a desktop or a PC. It's like this Netflix party thing where you like invite your friends to this thing and you all are watching something at the same time together on Netflix, and then you can chat while you're watching it. And I was like, well, we could do something like that. Like we'll Zoom and Netflix. Netflix and Zoom. So yeah. So maybe we'll get to do that. I don't know. I think it's really fascinating how we're all finding different ways to still talk to each other, to still see each other, to still hang out with each other. And it's really fun. People are doing live Instagrams, live YouTube. It's an amazing way to keep all of us connected while we are being safe at home. I don't feel like I'm stuck at home. If I want to go out, I'll friggin' go out. But I don't want to go out if I don't have to. So I'm choosing to be safe at home. My husband is still going to work. He works at a liquor store. And where we live, they have deemed it essential. Which at first we were like, what? And then from a medical standpoint, we saw someone say this on Twitter. From a medical standpoint, liquor stores are essential, because the last thing that they need in hospital ERs right now are people coming in with DTs or other symptoms of withdrawal from alcohol. And my husband said, you know what, that really does make sense, because there are people that come in there multiple times a day, not in a week, not in a month. They come in multiple times a day, and not just like 2. There's some that come in like 3 or 4 times a day. So yeah, we don't want those people in the hospital right now. Not when they're, at this point, our other options. So yeah, my husband is still going to work. He works at a liquor store. He comes home at night. He changes his clothes. He washes his hands. He takes his shoes off in the garage. It's a big thing. My mother almost not had, but was coming over to our house today, and we both were like, because my mother's still working. Which, okay, let me tell you this. Last Thursday, my mother had a procedure. She had, a month or so ago, they thought she had a stroke. They were never really certain. But they did find that she has a stent in the artery of her neck. They found that it was blocked completely. So last Thursday, she had a procedure to fix it. It was an outpatient procedure, but when they went to the surgery center where she was having it done, her husband was not allowed to go into the building with her. He had to sit in his car the whole time and wait. And they said, when she's done, we'll bring her outside. And that was crazy. That was crazy. I texted him because I knew they were going early and I overslept that day for work because I was like, well, I know I can't go, so I'm just going to go to work. Because I figured they would at least let one person in with her, and it would be her husband, obviously. So I texted him like around 10:30 and I was like, how's everything going? And he calls me and he was like, I'm in the car. And I was like, why are you in the car? And he said they wouldn't let me go in with her. And I was just heartbroken because it was just like this poor man had to sit in his car by himself. It ended up being 4 hours to wait to hear if his wife was okay. And that to me is just, that would be terrifying. So I felt just so bad. And he said, they just called, they said she's fine. I said, well, what about when she leaves? And he's like, oh, they said they would just bring her outside. This is like, what? So yeah, this is life right now. And it's so crazy, so crazy. So yeah, my sister-in-law is about to have a baby. They don't even know if her husband's going to be able to go with her. And it's just, it's a lot of weird stuff. A lot of weird stuff that is going on. And I just choose to be home. I did go to Walmart today. And I told Danielle, I was like, that was the weirdest thing ever. I was very self-conscious. Walking around Walmart, I had a list in mind. I had targets. I wasn't like, just like moseying around. I had purpose. One was coffee creamer. It's the little things. It's the little things, you guys. Let me tell you, they didn't have my coffee creamer. I like cinnamon roll coffee creamer, which I religiously bought at Aldi for like 5 years, and they just recently replaced it with friggin' white chocolate mocha. What even in the hell? What even in the hell? So yeah, I went to Food Lion to get it, and I kid you not, that Food Lion was so well stocked. I get to the dairy aisle, the coffee creamer, empty. Cheese, milk, eggs, all the things. No coffee creamer. It was like a desert. They had one bottle of peppermint mocha, which is what my husband likes. So yeah, I get to Walmart today. No coffee creamer. Well, shit. But they did have the new fudge brownie M&Ms. I haven't tried them yet. But I'm looking forward to it. And got some Easter candy because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go out by Easter. My daughter needed some of those like flosser pick things. Got those. Got some toothpaste for the kids. I really wanted to get a puzzle. Let me tell you, dude, people are doing some puzzles right now because there was not a single friggin' puzzle on the shelf. And shelves, because there were like 7 shelves that I know had puzzles. Nobody ever buys puzzles. Now everybody is doing all the puzzles because they didn't have a single goddamn puzzle in the store. And I was like, whoa. So yeah, no puzzle. What else did I get? Oh, I got pens because I brought 2 pens home from work. And we only keep junk pens in the house now because kids. I brought 2 pens home from work. No, I brought 3. One of them, I'm working from home for a week. One of them is already gone. I used it up. So I was like, crap, I better buy some pens because this is, you know, people have been buying art supplies, kids' art stuff picked over, hardly any pens, highlighters in the joint. So yeah, I got some pens though. Yeah, it was weird, but yeah, I felt very self-conscious. I felt like, you know, when you shop, you like pick things up and, oh, okay, that's cute, but I don't, you know, put it back. No, I wasn't. I was working really hard not to do that because I do that a lot. So I felt like very self-conscious to me. There were like these two elderly ladies talking. One was clearly an employee. One was like, I guess her friend that saw her working. They were like this, talking to each other. And I just wanted to walk between them to push them apart. Like, what are you doing? Get away. But no, I didn't, because I didn't want to be that close to them. The cart, like even the way I pushed the cart, like I held the cart like by the sides, because I'm like, well, this is probably like the least touched place. I don't know. And then I use self-checkout, which at Walmart I always do self-checkout because I just cannot with the register lines and the cashiers sometimes, at least the Walmart where I go. So yeah, but I'm fully stocked on M&Ms. I got the fudge brownie M&Ms, but I also got peanut M&Ms as a backup in case I don't like the fudge brownie. Then I can eat peanut M&Ms and give the fudge brownie ones to my kids, but only if I don't like them. Oh, I also got cake mix so that we can make cupcakes tomorrow. I got funfetti cake mix, and it's like the spring icing with the sprinkles. And I'm like, oh, my kids would love that. So we're going to do that tomorrow. So yeah, that's basically it. You just listen to me ramble for like 10 minutes, not even about stitching stuff. I'm excited to be home. I love being home with my family. I'm getting a really good routine with working from home. I think it's working out really well for me. I do have some coworkers that hate it, but I enjoy it. So yeah, so that's all for tonight. I hope you guys are enjoying your time at home. I hope you're having a fun Friday night doing all the stitching. I'm gonna go chill out and watch some TV. I think Shaws of Sunset is on my DVR, so I'm gonna watch that and enjoy some quiet time and stitch. So see you later, guys. Until next time, bye.